Hey, what's going on? Joe Coffey here for Premier Guitar. We're checking out new stuff from Kustom. I've got Mark with me. Mark, how you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Tell me about these new amps.
Absolutely. This is the new HV series, and HV stands for high voltage. Basically, it's a design that's a hybrid tube amp. So the preamp uses 12AX7 tube, and then the output is solid state. So a good mix, but the point being that you get a lot of the tone and the sustain and the grittiness that you like from tubes, but with a lot less weight and a little bit of a better price than an all-tube amp also. So this is the HV line. This is new. We'd had a couple of HV models in the past, but now we've expanded on the amps, and we've got 4 different combos, starting with this brand new 20-watt version. It's only 20 watts, but we didn't skimp on it. We went ahead and gave it most of the features that the bigger amps have. So it's got that tube preamp, and then it's got 2 channels, each one with a gain and a master volume control. So even when you go to the rhythm channel, it's not just a clean rhythm channel. You can dial in some nice grit and get some good crunchy rhythm sounds out of it too. And one thing I should mention is that all of these amps were designed by our chief engineer. He's a guy named James Brown. He's been in the industry for years.
He's with PV for a long time, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, had done a lot of their tube amps and high-profile products. He's been with Kustom now for a few years. HV is part of what he's done for us.
So there's also a head in this series, right?
Yeah, exactly. For the first time, the HV series has a brand new head. This is the HV 100 THD. Same concept, so it's a hybrid amp. This time you get a couple of extra features. One thing that I like a lot is this variable volume boost. Gives you up to 10 dB boost that you can step on for solos using the foot switch. And it works, in either channel. So if you want to boost a clean tone, you can do it, or a distorted tone, and you're good. 16 different digital effects, and one thing that I should mention is some of these selections, I should say all of these selections, feature extra sounds when you use this little toggle tap switch. So for example, you can access that via a foot switch, and so let's say you're using this rotary speaker sound that we have built in over here. Kind of gives you that old Leslie type tone. Well, when you're using the toggle tap foot switch, you can actually cycle between different speeds of that rotating speaker. So all of those selections have extra tones inside. So that's the head, and then we also have a new matching 412 cabinet. It's the HV 412. This is the 412A. Everything's loaded with Celestions. This is loaded obviously with 412-inch Celestions in a plywood cabinet. So the cool thing is it's a half stack with a lot of tube tone, and it's for less than $1,000 for both items.
Very cool. I understand there's also a speaker emulated out on the back of this?
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Most all of these amps, other than the littlest ones, have a circuit that James Brown came up with, and the point was to really capture the total sound of the amp, the speaker and the cabinet and the tubes and all that stuff, and get it going out through that XLR output. And in fact, we have a lot of guys who have told us over the last couple of years that circuit has made it where they just don't even bother micing their amp anymore. Yeah, it really works. I had never heard a direct out that I would ever use on a guitar amp in my life. Usually they sound kind of edgy and kind of weird, but this is just full and fat, and it just works.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Joe Coffey. You're watching PremierGuitar.com.